From the newsroom at news.com.au.
G'day, I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And I'm Bronte Coy.
And this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Tuesday the 7th of December.
The federal government is considering joining the United States in a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. The White House announced today that it would still allow US athletes to compete at the Games, but wouldn't send any official representation.
The Biden administration will not send any diplomatic or official representation to the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics and Paralympic Games, given the PRC's ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity in Xinjiang and other human rights abuses. The athletes on Team USA have our full support. We will be behind them 100% as we cheer them on from home. We will not be contributing to the fanfare of the game.
Federal Employment Minister Stuart Roberts said a similar move was under active consideration by the Morrison government.
To Queensland, customers who attack pub, cafe and restaurant staff over the state's vaccine policy will face huge fines. It was announced today that people who become abusive and deliberately spit, cough or sneeze on hospitality workers will face $1,378 on-the-spot fines or up to 6 months jail if convicted in court. From December 17, it will be compulsory for people in Queensland to be fully vaccinated in order to enter nearly all venues and public spaces.
To the US now, the boss of online mortgage lender Better.com has fired more than 900 employees on a Zoom call. The CEO abruptly announced that the company was sacking about 9% of its workforce. Needless to say, it didn't go down well with the employees on the Zoom.
If you're on this call, you are part of the unlucky group.
You, dude.
That is being laid off. Your employment here is terminated.
Wow, Merry Christmas, eh?
Indeed. To sport, England's hopes of winning the first Ashes test in Brisbane have been dealt a major blow, with veteran fast bowler Jimmy Anderson ruled out with a calf injury. Chris Wokes is expected to take his place. Anderson's injury isn't thought to be too serious and he could be available for the second test in Adelaide.
In entertainment news, Bucky, here's someone we all had a crush on in the early noughties. Josh Hartnett. So he's best known, yes, exactly, best known for being in Pearl Harbor and Black Hawk Down, as if he needs an intro. But he famously spilled a few years ago that he'd turned down offers to be Superman and Batman in those movie franchises. But he's now just dropped a new bombshell to me in an interview. He's revealed for the very first time that he was actually cast as the lead in another major iconic movie but had to pull out. Here he is.
I was going to do Brokeback Mountain. And Brokeback Mountain, and that I had a contract with Black Dahlia that I had to fulfill, so I had to drop out of that. So yeah, it was a different film altogether. It was me and Joaquin Phoenix, and then they went on to do it with Heath and Jake.
Where'd you conduct that interview from, Bronte? Was it Cloud9?
I know. Please note my fan little sighs and.
I think your husband should be worried. And finally, Drake has asked for his 2 Grammy nominations to be withdrawn this year, and the Recording Academy has honoured his request. Drake has clashed with the Academy multiple times and previously accused them of pigeonholing him as a rapper because he's black. No explanation for the request has been provided by Drake's representatives.
Oof, that's the latest from the newsroom. We'll be back with another update soon.
Follow or subscribe to From the Newsroom wherever you get your podcasts.